Nao Baluka we ni X, na Kumicha ni X, na Moses Kuria ni X. Sasa sisi tuko kwa kiwanja na kila mtu aombe Mungu na atumie kozi yake ili yako nao kwa mkono. You know, it's very important. That is why the MC is using his mouth as his talent to work. Wale wamezoea kutuziana, Moses Kuria walimane kabisa. Kwa hivyo mimi niko na shida kwa sababu sielewi hii maneno Moses Kuria na marafiki yake wanatueleza. Kwa sababu kule mlimani tuliambiwa kuna mzee ni mganga, ni mchawi. Sasa hii tumeona ameingia kwa urubaro, orange iko juu ya urubaro na namna hiyo iko express. Sasa mimi ni maneno ya mganga, mchawi na juu ya urubaro, machungo iko juu ya urubaro, mimi hapana.
Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. Now, in this video, I have got two top stories to talk about. But before we do that, there is something that Apostle Kimani is saying that I would like us to listen to.
Mtu ameiba pesa, alafu akiiba mnaenda kwa barabara kumtetea ati ni kabila yetu anaingiliwa. Na hiyo mamilioni wewe umepatiwa 50. Alafu unaenda ukibeba matawi kwa barabara ukienda kumtetea. Na ni 50 bob umepatiwa ama 200 ama 500. Sio ni kosa kufikiria. Sisi tunaona tu hawa ni viongozi wetu, ni kabila yangu, acha nimchague. Haujui ya kwamba he has nothing to do with you hata kama wewe ni wa kabila lako. Kwani kama ni wa kabila yako utaenda kukula kwake jioni akichaguliwa. Lakini kwa sababu sisi hatufikiriangi, viongozi wanakuwa na bahati. Siku ile tutaanza kufikiria viongozi hawatakuwa na bahati.
From Apostle Kimani's statement, there is something that I've noticed that I would like to say. I would like to say that politics should not be about our person, should not be about our tribe, or should not be about the gender. Politics is something that is for the whole country, and therefore we should not make decisions based on the tribe that we come from, based on the area, based on the age, or based on the gender. All these politicians, at the end of the day, they're only working for their families. Because there is no way someone can give you 50 shillings, you go and make a lot of noise the whole day. And then when this person gets a job, this person will forget you. He or she will compensate that 50 shillings that he used to give you like every day, and in fact, he can even multiply it. If he was giving you 50 shillings in a day, he's going to make sure that what he makes is more than what he used to give. And one thing that I've learned with the politicians is that the money that they used during campaigns, the moment they are elected into the offices, they normally make sure that the first year they use to bring back the money that they used for the campaign. Now, jumping back to our discussion, there is something that Mutula Kilonzo said yesterday. And I've been asking myself that who is this guy called, who is Moses Kuria in this government? Or who is Moses Kuria in this country? Because Mutula Kilonzo is saying that there is no way a government can run without Moses Kuria.
God is good. God is good. And all the time. God is good. And that is his nature. Wow. Kabla nizungumze, kuna mtu lazima mumsikie. And as I introduce this gentleman, I want to explain why I agree with one of the speakers that I don't know how a government can operate without Moses Kuria. It's difficult to understand. Very difficult. Ile sheria ambayo imeweka serikali ambayo iko sasa ya electronic management of elections nimeifanya na huyu jamaa. We were in the same committee. And when I wanted to know whether Azimio would win, I went to visit Moses Kuria in hospital in Dubai. That's when I knew Azimio would lose. This is a good brain. This one, Amujui.
He's saying very well that Even before the general election, that is back in 2022, when Moses Kuria was in Dubai, he took a flight, went to Dubai to see Moses Kuria, and that is when now he realized that Azimio la Umoja will not win the elections, just from the statements of Moses Kuria. And that statement that Mutula Kilonzo is saying that I really wonder how a government can operate without Moses Kuria. I really don't know what to think. Who is Moses Kuria? Okay, in as much as maybe we've seen a lot of things, Moses Kuria saying that a lot of things that they come to happen. Like, let's say, for instance, back in 2022, Moses Kuria said that William Ruto will work with the Raila Odinga. It's now happening.
Before elections.
Last bullet.
Last bullet or last year ukweli?
Last year ukweli sasa.
In last year mwisho ukweli?
In last year ukweli. And you know, Baba, hii kitu mnaita, yes, he's in opposition throughout his life. But look at, he's always where, in the warm corner of the opposition. Sio ile iko na baridi. Sio ile iko na baridi. Government are all where it's happening.
So you're predicting that Raila Odinga will work with William Ruto?
Yes. He has his hand at the pulse of the nation. So he knows that William Ruto has got unassailable lead. So the logical thing for Baba will say, create for me some space. Nimaliza hii maisha yangu hapa uzee wangu. Kusaidia tu kama rafiki yako, tulifanya kazi pamoja. I give you some wisdom and I give you the ideas I had, you know. And for me, that's something I would encourage.
William Ruto and Raila Odinga are going
Yes.
to work before the 2022 elections.
Yes.
Not after elections, before 2022.
Before 2022. And that's for me something I'll actively cultivate.
You want us to make...
I'll make it happen.
You are the one who's negotiating the coalition.
You also say that Raila Odinga will work with Uhuru Kenyatta. It happened. So I really don't understand who is Moses Kuria. And I think just the same meeting yesterday, Moses Kuria was saying that we were in this government, it defeated us, it forced us now to bring people who can help us. Because in this government, vitu ni kusaidiana. So I don't know what to think about Moses Kuria and who he is in this government, that people like Mutula Kilonzo believes in him so much that he must be in the government for the government to succeed. Another story is about this issue of Francis Atwoli. The court chairman, Francis Atwoli, you know, this guy, what I've learned with this guy is that he normally likes protecting his work, his stomach. As they say that these guys, as long as their stomach is full, they can do anything to please their master. Francis Atwoli is saying that he supports ODM party joining the government to work with it. Because at the end of the day, the constitution allows any member of opposition to work in the ministry as long as he is working for the people of the country. And he's also going ahead and saying that the Gen Zs should also be involved, and therefore 5% of the Gen Zs are supposed to be involved in the government that is being formed right now, so that they make sure that the government runs smoothly.
You can say you can't work in government. This is the freedom we wanted. Kenya is ours now. You can be in the opposition and you go to government and you become a minister. It wasn't there. So those, people who are saying, Azimio, Raila let down people, where were they? Some of them, when I read their messages, they were academicians. And we would ask the president, those arrogant ministers who don't pick telephones from Wananchi, after 3 months or 6 months, they should be booted out. Kenya has almost 60 million population, with most educated people who can help the president. We have asked government to employ 10%. Let us try to employ about 5% of the Gen Zs in our trade union movement.
There is one of you guys have asked me this question, and in fact he asked me this twice. The first one I tried to ignore, but now let me just ask this. He asked me this, that why is it that when Luos gets positions, it's called tribalism? Just like what is happening right now. Everybody is now against Raila Odinga, against William Ruto and all that. But now when Kikuyus get positions, it's called unity. I don't know what to think by the concerning that question. I repeat the question again. Why the person is asking that why is it that when Luos get positions, it's called tribalism? And when it's on Kikuyus, it's all about unity. I don't know why. But one thing I want to say is that we should all know this. Always remember that politics will remain permanent and dynamic. And therefore, we should not fail to accept any kind of optical move as long as peace prevails. I don't know what to think concerning these statements. That is all I had for today. I don't know what you think. I also like to know your thought at the comment section. But a reminder, if you're meeting for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can also like and share and drop me a comment and tell me where you're watching us from and how these videos are reaching you. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I've been your host, Boniface Owino.